Hello, this is your paranormal archaeologist, Digital Archaeology, bringing you 10 more of the scariest encounters ever caught on camera. Let's have a look, shall we? Reddit user Sean on Juan has posted this video. It just gets worse. Let's have a look.
Блять! Воду кидай, говорю.
Где вода?
Вода там, в бассейне.
Сука!
Блять!
Что вы делаете?
Перекидывай!
Да ёбаный пиздец! Вы чё? Блядь! Тушите! Быстрее! Машина! Ты что сделал?
So, what do you seemingly make of this one? As clearly, they're playing with petrol, trying to light a fire, which obviously does not end well, as we can see. I mean, then the fact he somehow manages to set a bath or a pool on fire. Um, Obviously, these two guys don't really know how petrol works. I mean, let's be honest. This whole thing is just a comedy of errors, albeit a scary one. I'm guessing nothing too bad happened, but yeah, look, let me know what you think of this one in the comments, and on to the next. Reddit user Liquid Zero has posted this video. Tough guy beats up door, and he states the tough guy was apparently mouthing off and throwing stuff the whole way that this person was walking to their room. Let's have a look.
Fuck out of here, boy! Fuck out of here, boy!
So what do you make of this one? In the comments, the OP did provide further context that the people that lived in this room before this occupant, basically they were arrested and kicked out for selling drugs. He does say that it is a city in California known for its high drug usage. Someone else in the comments did say it was Bakersfield, and the OP did say that it was indeed Bakersfield in California. So let me know what you think of this one, because obviously the tough guy in this one needs some serious help. And on to the next. Reddit user Sheriff RRMO has posted this video, light on kitchen ceiling. So he gives us a little bit of context that his mother-in-law passed away while having aortic surgery on October 24 this year. She was 80 and married to her husband for 60 years. God bless them. He's 85 and obviously isn't in the greatest health, and also is not taking the death of his wife very well. The OP's wife's family has been checking in on the father-in-law, and the OP's wife was there at the time with him when she was looking at a camera of the kitchen when they saw this. Let's have a look. So what do you make of that light bouncing on the ceiling there? People have said potentially it could be light from this cell phone bouncing up, or even light from the outside reflecting onto the roof. Now, I'm gonna tend to lead with with potentially that it's the IR light from the mobile phone rather than light from the outside. I mean, you can see light in that window there, so it could be that, but it's just at such a weird angle that it almost looks like it's going straight up. I mean, could it be something paranormal? Maybe, but not likely in this stage. Although, I mean, look, if it is paranormal and it's the deceased wife making herself known, cool. But yeah, again, I just don't think it is that. But let me know what you think of this one in the comments. And on to the next. Reddit user Super Rich 4 has posted this photo, Gettysburg Ghost. So he gives us some context. I will start by saying I don't believe in ghosts. This is a photo my grandma took years ago at Gettysburg Cemetery. She is a huge Civil War buff and went there. This photo, I believe, is most likely just a sun flare, but it sure does look like a ghost over his gravestone. Let's have a look. So here is the photo in question. Definitely a cool photo nonetheless. Look, you can definitely see right here the photo does have age as it is creased. Here is what we're looking at, as other people have said, and even the OP. It very well potentially could be lens flare, which I think it could be, but I mean, if it isn't, it's definitely a cool paranormal capture either way. I mean, it does have that vibe. I'm not saying, it is a ghost, absolutely not. But look, it could be lens flare as the OP thinks, or it could be something paranormal, as Gettysburg is known to be one of the most haunted places in the United States. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments, and on to the next. Reddit user Wow, That's Crazy has posted this photo. The Myrtles Plantation in St. Franceville, Louisiana. So he does state that this was taken 20 years ago as you drive up to the Myrtles Plantation driveway. Let's have a look. So here we see a seemingly, big tree on a driveway. Obviously, we do know that this photo is 20 years old, so, we do take that into account as a potential potato camera. Either way, still a pretty cool view. And then, the OP has then gracefully circled what he believes he saw. Right there, look, you can see some sort of translucent figure. Given the fact that this is a 20-year-old photo, could it potentially be lens flare? Yes. Um, but either way, if it is something paranormal, pretty cool. Lens flare, we do have to lead into that as well, given the fact that it is such an old camera and he is taking it inside of a car. So let me know what you think of this one. Is this a true paranormal capture and he's caught some entity on the way up, or is it lens flare? And on to the next. Reddit user Becky1602 has posted these photos paranormal trenches. She states it's dated from the 24th of October 2003 and it's at the Wipers Sanctuary Wood in Belgium. She also included a normal photo just for comparison. Her and her family believe that it is a man standing in front of the camera with his arm outstretched to the left of the picture. Let's have a look. So here is the photo in question. As you can see, there's definitely something there, some sort of smudge or blob. Many in the comments did say that they think it's potentially lens flare, which it very well could be. The OP did state, though, that at the time it was taken by an 11-year-old on a disposable camera, so take that with a grain of salt as being lens flare. Could it be something paranormal? Potentially. Here is the other photo that she did include, where there's really nothing to see, and you can definitely see a flash of sorts. So, I mean, looking at this one, and then looking at this one, is it lens flare potentially? Could it be a paranormal capture? Absolutely. I look, and if it is, it's I think a pretty good one. You can't really make out a body or anything. I mean, look, here's I guess the outstretched arm. Look, it is pretty cool. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments, and on to the next. Reddit user Purgatory Adventures posted this video. Motion lights go off in the exact same spot as 3 murders happened. So he gives us, I wanted to share this with everyone as we are a group of paranormal investigators that spend nights at haunted locations. In this clip, they have a motion activated light strip at the bottom of a set of stairs that apparently 3 murders occurred at. They also film themselves sleeping in these locations. They really just have no explanation for what set these lights off. Let's have a look. So what do you seemingly make of that? As you can clearly see the light go off. I mean, if it is haunted, well, I mean, obviously the OP did state that there were three murders that did occur in this place. So could it be the people that died there, making themselves known? Potentially. Very, 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 very potentially. As when I look at this, I don't see anything that could be, setting it off. So it is a good possibility unless there's maybe a bug or something walking near that sets it off. But obviously, we can't see that. But yeah, look, I think it's definitely a good capture. If it is something truly paranormal, let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. Reddit user responsible log 3249 has posted this video, possible dozen orbs crossing over southern Spain. So the OP states that he was outside looking at the sky when he saw these objects. He didn't think they were birds, as the way they were reacting led him to not believe that it was any type of bird. Let's have a look and see what he has posted. So what do you seemingly make of that? As clearly there is something in the sky there. A weird type of orb. Definitely looks creepy and cool. Definitely not birds, that's for sure. Could it be something extraterrestrial? Maybe. Or could it simply be just a bunch of drones? Given the OP, said they weren't reacting like birds. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments, and on to the next. Reddit user Cauliflower Deep 129 has posted this video simply titled "That's Quite an Entrance." Let's have a look.
Kurwa, przepraszam, jesteście cali?
Dobry wiesz, dobry wiesz.
Kurwa, przepraszam, jesteście cali?
Dobry wiesz, dobry wiesz.
So, what do you make of that? As you can clearly see, this host is riding in on a scooter, I'm guessing for some sort of stunt for his audience, although it just goes horribly wrong. Thankfully, he wasn't injured, but I mean, let's be honest, when you're doing these kinds of stunts, you obviously want to know what you're doing and not just fall over and look like a fool. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments, and on to the next. In this last one, the OP Impossible Poetry 57 has posted this short video simply titled Deer Face. So I had my camera go off and found this at the end of the video. Normally I understand the theory of seeing shapes in clouds, however, this is too spot on. What do you think? Let's have a look. So what do you see me make of that? As you can clearly see something that resembles a deer face show up, but I mean, given, late at night and there's the fact that the camera itself is already blurry, could it simply just be, a bug appearing on the camera? Or simply just pareidolia? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. Until next time, digital archaeology. For more scary videos, click on this next video.